I had one of the weirdest arguments I've ever had with a friend. For starters, I need to know if I am in the wrong, so keep that part in mind while reading/listening. Several of my friends have young children. One friend, in particular, I'll call her Sarah for this post, wants to create a child-centered household. Her son, who is 3.5, is a really picky eater. She won't make him eat anything he doesn't like, so he eats the same things a lot. I only have one other friend with a really specific diet for her child, but in their case it is completely justified. Her child has a really serious allergy. She is super thoughtful about always packing him food, though, instead of having other people try to navigate his food rules. My other friends try to feed their children healthy food for the most part, but if you are willing to babysit, they are way less picky about what you feed them. Sarah is having another baby. She was scheduled to be induced yesterday. The whole thing was a little crazy. The induction date got moved up suddenly. Then, her parents, who were supposed to watch her son, had issues with their flight. Then, they decided to drive. Long story short, the day before yesterday, she called me pretty upset around 11:30 p.m. and begged me to watch her son. Apparently, she had only been desperately calling people and couldn't find a babysitter, and she had to go into the hospital early yesterday morning. My job is really flexible, so I agreed to call out sick. No big deal, and Sarah was starting to sound a little freaked out. She said that her parents could pick him up around 3 or 4. Anyway, yesterday morning was a mess on their way to the hospital. They were running late. Last night they had hastily packed a bag for their son, which they hadn't thought that they'd need to do. They took him though the drive-thru at Chick father-in-law A and then got caught in traffic. While they were driving to my apartment, she got the call from her mother that they had changed their minds and were driving in. When she called me from the car, she was irate. I agree that driving probably was a mistake and lost them more time than waiting on a flight, but she's mad at them, mad at her husband, and embarrassed that things are going so badly. She's a huge perfectionist. I said that I'd keep him longer. She told me that she should have had a home birth. About 20 minutes later, she dropped him off. They forgot the car seat and stroller and his bag of snacks. I figure it's not worth bothering them, so I shrug it off. Both the kid and I are still in our pajamas, so I put in an old Disney movie and we lay around in the living room all morning. Around 11:30, he's hungry. I don't have kids and wasn't expecting to be watching this one, so my kitchen is pretty limited in terms of kid food. I can't drive him anywhere because there's no car seat.